Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another footy talk? Months, blood. How are you feeling after yesterday, blood?
I'll be real. You remember when you said, let me do this quickly. Remember when you said I was looking like this? I was gonna turn up like this, bro, on the drip.
Yeah.
on the drip, saying, yo, you're telling me, cuz? That's what it was gonna be. It was gonna be that. And it kind of still is now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Frankfurt don't fool me, bro. I know idiot. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's an interesting one, isn't it? Well, obviously, we just won yesterday, 5-1 and that. But I don't know, man. There's tactics to discuss, players to discuss, and obviously our game to discuss. And even the Chelsea game. I don't know if we done a stream on the Chelsea game either, actually, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of football to discuss. You know what I'm saying? And
you man out here yesterday, bruv. Even when you lot went 1-0 down yesterday, yeah. I was just like, bro, amazing. You know,
it looked like it could have been. It looked like it could have been one of those days, bro. Like very quickly.
You
like,
man are still shit though, Months. Like this is mad. Obviously, yesterday It is what it is, bruv. Did Isak get his goal?
Oh, did you not watch? I thought he was watching the game. Did you watch?
Hell no, bro. I was watching the Real Madrid game, blood. You man got stinker and hooked Isak.
That game was shit as well. That game was shit as well. Now Isak got injured.
Blood. It was awful. You know what I'm saying? I hate watching Real Madrid, bro. They're fucking awful to watch. But I thought, you know what? Let me watch Real Madrid in it because it just happened. I won't be watching them again in a long time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Every other game had goals in it.
Weekend. Like if I watch Real Madrid, it's because I'm watching them because I'm watching Barcelona. You know them one.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
You man stink. You know them was 4-4-2 ball yesterday. What was 4-4-2 ball saying?
Just to correct, Isak got injured in it. Him and Frimpong got injured before him. But yeah, Isak got injured. So
what? So Isak and Frimpong are both injured, yeah? So that's the new excuse now for when they get slapped on the weekend, people. You know them.
That's not the new excuse. It's not the new excuse because for Isak, Ekatike, as I said in the Premier League, we're not lost or even gone behind in a single game that Ekatike started for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my thing was when I saw Ekatike score that goal. I don't know if you've seen the goals in it, but when I saw Ekatike score that goal, if you do get time, even if you can watch it on another tab now, just while I'm saying this, bro, I swear to you, I crashed out when he scored, bro. I crashed out. No, I crashed out. Because why the hell did you think it was okay to bench Ekatike against Man United at home when he was fully fit, banging in goals for France? Outside of when he got injured before that against Galatasaray, he was banging in goals. Get it? So why did you think in your mind, and this is why I said he didn't have a Scooby-Doo at the time, because what made you think that was even remotely, like, brother, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not even saying Isak shit or nothing like this, bro, but every manager knows at any level of football, bro, if a man is on a hot streak and he's your best,
you have to let them play themselves out of form, if anything.
Yeah, he's got to play himself out of form. And let's be honest, bro, Ekatike didn't cost 20 mil.
No.
Yeah, acting like man cost 20 mil, bro. Man cost 80 M's up, you know. He was expensive as well. You get it? Yes, Isak cost 40 M's more expensive, but Ekatike cost a pretty penny, bro.
Yeah.
So if you're 80 million pounds signing, and by the way, it's not like Ekatike was one of 5 attackers that were playing well and Isak playing shit. No, brother. He was the only attacker doing something for us. He was the only one. Not Gakpo, not Salah, not Wirtz, not Isak. Maybe Chiesa you can give his dues to outside of Chiesa, but he's doing the off the bench thing. But you get it? So he was the only one. He was the only spark in going forward for Liverpool. So how dare you think it was all right to do that? Because Liverpool are cheeks right now. And this is why I said Liverpool have not turned a corner. We'll know if we've improved when we play Brentford. We won't know if, and Aston Villa. We won't know if you don't say we don't get to say, oh yeah, we battered Frankfurt, so we're back. Bro, we battered Atletico in the game, even though the score was 3-2. We beat up Atletico. You know what I'm saying? Florian Wirtz looked good against Atletico. You know why? Because it's European football. There's more space and more time. That's the bottom line. There's more space and there's more time. I'm not discrediting any wins for anyone in the champs because people are going to take champs don't matter. No, I'm not saying champs don't matter. I'm just saying your bread and butter is in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. And there's too many man stinking it out in certain positions. And as I said, I've already put my hands up. The performances ain't been good enough from the jump. It's a fact. It is what it is. I put the shamelessness down. I can hold my hands up. You know what I'm saying? I hear. But if we're gonna, but as I said, I done a video obviously saying that Liverpool should go to a 4-4-2.
Yeah, bro. I was in your live stream as well the other evening, and you were saying the same thing, the 4-4-2 thing.
What in the therapy show was I can't remember what it says. But I did, and then man was saying no, innit? Remember them man was saying nah, three at the back, and then man was saying I said the 4-4-2 will run because last season, Rants, we done the Arteta thing defensively. We were set up in a 4-4-2 last season. Yeah. And man couldn't really break us down. You know what I'm saying? Even with Trent as a right back, who is someone you can get at, even he looked good in defensively in that formation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I said, bro, if you just put us in a 4-4-2 again and go back to that, then we can work on the attacking patterns later. We've got enough talent to score goals. But we are sus defensively, bro.
But well, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, blood. You know the way there.
Suspect.
We gotta talk about the elephant in the room, fam, because I know you've been one of the biggest advocates here for that scrub Mo Salah blood. You know them one, so
Bro, he's
we
in
need
a
to
bad
speak
space.
now.
Bro. He's in a bad space, bro. He's in a bad space.
And you see them man there, yeah? You see them man there on the overlap. Bro, them man just need to give me my credit now. You know them ones there. All of a sudden, them man are talking about Mo Salah like I've been talking about this guy for like 4 years, blood. You know them way there, bro. This guy's mechanics are all over the place. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the one footballer probably in the history of football that just defies physics, bro. Nothing he does, yeah, looks good. Nothing makes sense, bro. And then you see the numbers. A man are trying to fucking lie to me. That's why I got man in Cardiff running up on man drunk, blood, on a night out saying, Rants, why do you hate Mo Salah? I don't hate him. He's fucking horrible. All that's happened now is that the athleticism he used to have here, that used to buy him the extra 2 yards to sort his feet out.
He didn't have that last season either, by the way. He wasn't man athletic last year.
He didn't have that last year either.
Last
season, how he scored 20-something goals is ridiculous. Like, bro, like man need to see those again, blood. Because how the fuck did he get 28 goals or something? I mean, the guy's fucking terrible.
Not like, terrible, bro. You're going overboard, bro.
Something's missing
when you score that many goals.
I always thought even when he was scoring goals, Mo Salah, he looks ugly at times.
Ugly!
Bounce off
bro,
his
man's
legs.
bringing up full scores.
You forgive anything go down the window scoring. That's what I'm saying. He does some of the worst stuff you'll see from a centre forward.
Like even the chance scoring the other day, did you see the chance?
You stop scoring goals.
Yeah, man.
All that comes.
That's what people focus on. And even though he did have that great chance at the back, which
yeah.
Again, I looked at like what
you said. These men were sucking him off last season and the season before that. They've been sucking him off every year.
It's all weird, wasn't it?
Really, yeah.
That's wrong. Was that an instep?
It's the right foot. I know he's not. He's very much left foot. It's the right foot back across the goal, and it's just like a basic thing to do.
Is that the one who pushed past the post?
Yeah, so the goal's here. He was his left foot.
He can be the worst, best footballer in the world.
Yeah.
Brother, he's shocking, brother. Listen, bro, I swear down. And the thing is,
case study, man.
You're someone, yeah. And you know what I love about football fans? You know what I love about football fans?
Go on.
Because my guy as well, that kicks ball in Baller League, yeah. Techman Diddy, yeah. He played for SDS, yeah. He's one of the most skillful little players, yeah, that I've seen and I've had on one of my teams. And this player loves Bruno. And it's like, you only love Bruno because you're Portuguese. Because the way you play football, yeah, does not resemble Bruno. If Bruno was on your side, you would hate him. You know the ones, but you love him because you support Man United and you support Sporting and you're Portuguese, blood. That's the only reason why you love him, bro. This is football fans. Football fans don't use logic to analyze players, bro. If a player plays for their team, they just start doing foolishness and saying, oh yeah, this guy's a baller. It's like, brother, if this Brer was in five-a-side with you, you'll be killing him. You'll be killing him. You know them, man. And this is the same with Salah. Ain't no one want to play with Mo Salah. But all of a sudden, yeah, he's like a Premier League great and all these things, bro. Fuck me. No one wants to play with a player like that. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? The guy he needs about 10 chances to score a goal. And that was when he was good. I've seen this Brer miss 6 chances in a game and bag a brace. 6 chances. And not even 6 half chances. Like, full chances. A man are comparing him to Henry and that. Like, it's nasty. Like, brother, this Brer is meaty. He's always been meaty. It's just that he gets numbers, bro. Man lets numbers.
He's not always.
Man let numbers cloud stinkers, bro.
Yeah, man.
How many good games have you seen this Brer play in the last 4 years? Actual good games. Forget the numbers,
bro. Bare good games. Tell the truth, games, bro. What do you mean? Tell the truth. Salah's had enough good games.
Tell the truth. No, he hasn't.
No, he just hasn't had your style of good games.
No, they're not good.
And the thing is, when Salah hasn't got GA and he's had a good game, man, them laughing.
Brother, if you don't get GA,
he gets calm. And to be fair, there's not many games he doesn't get GA.
Let's be real.
There's not many games he doesn't get GA because he's mad decisive. His decision making is very good. Now, as I said,
that's what man's doing.
Now, execution is a different thing. I've always said Salah and Mane, they were both volume finishers. Even Haaland, volume finisher. These guys are volume finishers. They're in the right place at the right time. Over and over again.
Erling is a football god compared to Mo Salah when it comes to finishing, blood. Mo Salah's finishing is horrendous. You know, it's
what do you mean
horrible.
horrendous? What do you mean horrendous?
Brother, what game was it the other day when Mo Salah cut in, and tried to whip it top bins, and he put it out the stadium like 3 times?
Yes, bro, Mo Salah's been horrendous
3 times out the stadium, not even on target, out the stadium.
Yes. How can you say man is a footballing god and finishing when we've spoken about Haaland's? We've spoken about Haaland's finishing. We've spoken about his finishing.
Last season,
but
compared to Salah, you were doing
the what have you done for me lately with
compared
Haaland.
to Salah.
Say that again.
Compared to Salah, Erling is fucking Marco van Basten, bruv.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not, bro. No, he's not, bro. Haaland will break his Haaland will break his top. Haaland will break his foot trying to do a Trevella, bro. Look what we doing here. What we doing?
But what are you talking about?
Haaland couldn't pass like Haaland would have to do it.
Salah, and you're talking about Trevellas and that.
Rants. Haaland would have to do a deal with the devil to pass
Salah
like
does
Salah.
Trevellas.
What are you doing?
Bruv, Salah tries to side foot the ball and does a Trevella, blood. That man's
like,
not in control of his foot, blood.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, Haaland would have to do a deal with the devil to be able to pass half of the Salah.
He is not in control of his foot, blood.
What are we doing here?
You know, like, what are we doing? He's not in control of his foot.
Bro, what are we doing
the ball, he don't know where he's going, bro.
No. Because when Haaland was stinking it out last season, you were also doing the whole,
he's still a volume finisher. He's still a volume finisher, but Salah is worse than that.
Bro, Salah, they're both volume finishers, and that's that. Salah's got 4 golden boots, bro. What are we talking about? He's got 4 golden boots.
But Salah is the tightest bramble, of wide forwards. That's what he is,
bro. All right, man.
He is.
All right, man.
Like,
I don't know, man.
Doing?
Listen,
bro,
if you say Salah's footballing style is ugly and he's been shit this season, which he has been, and he's a volume finisher, I agree with all these things. Is it messy? Is it not pleasing on that? I agree with all these things.
Brother,
however, he's not like,
name an elite player,
As I said,
name an elite player. In the history of football,
Liverpool. That's why I have
no, bro. Name an elite player in the history of football, who is elite, but their style is so ugly, you can't watch it.
Suarez is ugly in his football. One of my favorite ballers. Suarez is ugly in his style.
There's levels to ugly, bro. No. There's levels to ugly. Suarez you can't do Suarez.
No, Rants.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Nah, there's levels to ugly, bro. Like, let's be honest.
Rants.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You can't say Suarez. That's not right. That's crazy. Suarez has got an ugly dribble, because sometimes he might be off balance and it might be clank. You get me, but bro, Mo Salah looks like he's dribbling in fucking red bottoms, blood.
Bro, you literally said you brought up the quotes from Scholes and them, man, talking on Salah. Bring up the quotes of man, them talking about Suarez. Suarez does not have an aesthetically pleasing style of dribbling and ball manipulation, but
there's levels to it.
For me, but he is still teched off this planet. Now, I'm not saying Salah's teched off. I'm not even saying
Salah's got no tech though. So this is what I'm saying.
Again, you're saying man has no tech. You're going,
man's got no tech, bro.
The ball bounces off Suarez's legs and goes through man's, and he does the and barge thing as well.
Bounces off his legs, while he's trying
I've got Suarez longer than anyone else.
Suarez is trying to go dribble in between players. The ball bounces off Salah's legs when there's no one there. What are we talking about?
Oh my!
He'll be dribbling with no one in front of him, and man's doing shin-ups, blood, with no one there.
That is on the level of Suarez. I'm not said that. I'm just saying that Suarez. You said maybe someone who has an ugly technique when he's trying to dribble past players. Suarez does not have a. You cannot tell me Suarez.
Salah can be dribbling with no pressure, and he's shinning it into the ground, blood. What are we doing?
Suarez dribbles like a madman as well. We're talking about my team for 3 years.
You're doing too much, brother.
His first goal, he literally was falling over the ball.
You're doing too much.
No, I'm not. You're doing
too
much.
You're doing way too much.
You're doing too much. There's no way.
All right, then. If I'm gonna say, all right, Luis Suarez, even though I don't agree, name some more.
No, Luis Suarez is just the one that comes to my mind.
No, but name some more. Because I could tell you for free, in elite sport, it's very, very, very hard, to find highly skilled people that do stuff and it don't look good. Because when you're highly skilled, you make things look easy and they look very good. So that's just proof of it. He ain't highly skilled, bruv. Like, man are talking about Trevellas and that. You're going on like Salah's charisma or something, or Angel Di Maria, like.
But bro, I wouldn't put Salah as like when you're talking about a technician. He's not on the level of a
He's
Mahrez.
not a technician, bro.
He's not. I wouldn't put him on the level. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm just talking about being decisive in moments, time and time again, and being consistently decisive, regardless. Now, don't get me wrong. Has Salah always been like this? No, he's not always been like this. Do you know what I'm saying?
Fernando Torres is a very, very good shout. You know them ones, and I never even liked Torres like that. Torres was an athlete. He was another one. As soon as his athleticism, when he was done with his fucking
Salah, here's my thing.
With his golf club foot blood, Fernando Torres, he was just pure fucking power. That's all he was. With his golf club foot blood and his total 90s. He was a whack blood. Look what Chelsea ended up with.
Listen, Torres Torres had the slowest step overs ever. He had the slowest step overs ever, and it would still somehow work. I'm telling you. But
because he was electric. Until he wasn't.
But he was remember he was 6'2/6'3" and was burners even off the mark. When you're 6'3", you're not supposed to be fast off the mark. It doesn't make sense. You don't have fast 6'5" muscles.
As soon as Torres lost that pace, he was a fucking
he
was bin juice. He was done. He was done. And that's Mo Salah. Mo Salah just an athlete, bro.
I'll tell you it's not much. You know, I'll tell you it's not Mo Salah. I'll tell you why it's not Mo Salah. Because Salah lost that whole beating the player thing in 2017, 2018. When he was like jinking around players 24/7, running that man, doing the winger thing, the typical winger he was at Roma or at Fiorentina. Go look at the tapes from Fiorentina and Roma and his early days at Liverpool. Salah lost that sort of, I'd say, 2021, 22. He didn't have that explosiveness where he was just, him and Mane were just burners. Same with Mane. When Mane's legs went, he turned shit, bro. Mane's legs went and he was shit and he had to go up front because he couldn't play on the left no more.
Mane wasn't a tech man either, blood. Your whole team was full of athletes, blood. Firmino was like one of the only tech men.
So Rants. So as I said, when Salah, it happened to Mane before it happened to Salah. In fact, technically, it actually happened at around a similar time. But Salah was able to redefine his game better than Mane because Mane was more reliant on his physical attributes than Salah was. Whatever way you want to put it, you aren't gonna like it.
Nah. Technically, Mane was better than Salah, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
Mane was
technically better than Salah, bro. He was.
Mane fell off a cliff and had to go up top.
Brother,
what are people asking for Salah to do?
It's not had to go up top, yeah. Like he could actually play up top. Salah can't play back to goal, so he couldn't.
Salah's played up front, and Salah's played up front, and he's banged goals. What are you talking about?
Trash, bro. Like, and
Salah has played up front, and he's banged goals. What are you talking about,
brother? He's been trash though. Once this is the reality. The reality is, yeah. You know what it is, yeah. It's like with football fans, they look at things, yeah. They look at the stats and they try and paint a picture after, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's all of this. It's this results-based analysis is what I hate about football fans. This is why I wish, yeah, the FPL and the foot mob scores and all these things, I wish they didn't exist. Because I can watch someone play in a game, play shit, score 2 goals and get a 9.2 on foot mob. A man say, oh yeah, Rants, like Rashford cooked today. No, he did. He was shit. I watched the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what man do. Salah has been stinking the gaff out and he's been covering up these shit performances with GA blood. That's what he's been doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone was talking about that world-class assist from Bruno for Harry Maguire. You just kicked the ball up in the air. The shit came down with snow on it, bruv. That ball was up in the air for 10 minutes, bro. Like, what are we doing? A man are talking about beautiful assists, bro. Man United, man, were queuing up at the back post to head that in. I don't know what your defense was doing.
Listen, the defense was terrible. All I'm saying is that you said when certain man, when their athleticism goes, they fall off a cliff. Mo Salah's athleticism has been gone for like 3 years, bro. He's lost that burst of base for like 3-4 years. Mane's athleticism went and he's played in fucking Saudi, bro. Now at the peak of their powers, for me, do you know what I'm saying?
Be in Saudi too. At
the peak of their powers, well, clearly not last year because he went and won the Premier League off it. So clearly not last year. So you can't tell me that Salah and Mane, like in the last 4 years, is even comparable. It's not even comparable. You know why? Because when Mane's legs went, Luis Diaz came
bro,
in.
We can't do the hypotheticals.
How about this? Even Luis Diaz as a natural winger is miles.
Bro, we can't do the hypotheticals because if you got rid of Salah and you kept Mane, you don't know what Mane would have done. You don't know.
What do you mean? What Mane would have done?
No, bruv.
What do you mean? I don't know. Yes, I do. He couldn't play left wing anymore.
You don't know.
No. Rants. This is what we're not gonna do. This is what we're not gonna do.
You don't know, though.
I do know. Mane's last 2 years at Liverpool, he had 6 good months out of 24, and none of them.
So how many good months has Salah had?
None of them were at left wing.
6? When?
In what? What do you mean?
Where the 6 good months that my man's had? This guy is whack every time I see this player play. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Salah's not what you're saying.
Salah's not play well months.
So in the last 4 months, last 4 years, Salah's not had 6 good months at Liverpool. Excuse me,
brother. This guy doesn't play well. Why are you lying, bro?
What do you mean? Why am I?
Why are you lying?
The 2-time Premier League Player of the Year.
Monts is talking like we don't watch Liverpool, you know.
2-time
Premier League Player of the Year. We watch Liverpool, blood. And
when we won the cup,
like Salah
won the cup double one last season.
Where's Salah? Man are always saying, yo, where's Mo Salah? Is he playing? Oh, another Salah stinker. Guess what? He's going to score in the last 10 minutes of the game. Oh, it's Mo Salah time. Every single time we're watching the game, every time we're watching Liverpool game, we're like, oh, what 80th minute? This is Mo Salah time. Man's going to stat pad now after doing nothing for the whole game.
Yeah, man.
He been doing it.
Nothing I say is going to change our man. So it's fine.
No, but it's the truth.
No, that's
be honest, innit? Forget the numbers. Be honest. When's the last time you seen this brother leave the pitch and you're like, yeah, he's bossed this game today, bruv?
Bro, last season, Mo Salah.
Name the games then. Don't just say last season, bro. Name the games because there's loads of them apparently.
But no, because you're telling me name the game without GA. There's not a lot of games.
You're a Liverpool fan, so name the games.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of games where he doesn't get GA. So
I don't care about the GA. When does he play well, bro? I'm not talking about the stats. He can play well and score. What's the last game you've seen Salah play and you're like, yo, Salah was fucking electric today, unplayable? When?
Last season.
Which game?
I gotta think. I'll be real. I gotta think. Because for me, I don't remember that, like specific games that are my days, all of these games. Like I have to actually think. As I said, last season, I even told you last season, Salah is now a final third player. I'm not saying he's never not been it's not always been like that. But when we're talking about final third, Salah was just a demon in the final third last year, Rants. You see what I'm saying? You're saying after the span of 4 years, I told you Mo Salah has redefined this game where he's a final third player. Like he's not going to do a crazy amount. He's always been a final
third player. When has he not been?
What do you mean? In 22-23, Man City at home, Watford away. I can give you Arsenal. Like what we took, like I can give you bare games, bro. Bare games in that 22-23 season. Even the 23-24 season when we weren't that good. We weren't as good. Do you know what I'm saying? Plenty of games he's putting chances on plates for the likes of Diaz, the like Newcastle, especially even the Newcastle game last season at St. James's when he turned up. When he went mad. Yeah, he scored 2 goals, but he was going mad that game. He was going mad, he was going crazy. So again, when we're talking about Salah, when he's creating bare chances, when we're talking about Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, RIP Diogo Jota, when a lot of these guys are missing chances, where are they coming from, Rants? Where are they coming from?
I don't know. Are they coming from? Trent, I have no idea, bro.
No, who they coming from? Trent was injured. Trent was injured for a lot of the time.
Brother, I don't know. All I'm saying is
they were coming. I'll say it again. They were coming. They were coming. They were coming from Mo Salah.
Your guy is the crumbs under the table, blood. Like this is what man's on.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
But I'm telling you. Do you know what I'm saying? That this brother ain't it, bro. And he hasn't been it for ages. And you, man, just gave him 400 bucks. Yeah, he's having a good play 10 minutes and walk down the tunnel.
But he was Liverpool's best player last year. Yes or no?
I thought you said Gravenberch was your best player.
I said Gravenberch was our best midfielder.
So Salah was better than Gravenberch performance last season. No, he wasn't.
Rants.
No, he
Salah
wasn't.
was our best player last year, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Yes.
Come on, bro. Bruv, you lot turned Gravenberch into the best midfielder in the world last season, but Salah played better. So what happened?
Say that again.
So what happened then? Because these men are talking like Gravenberch's the best midfielder in the world last season, but Salah was better. Was he?
We had the conversation. Gravenberch he did slow down in the second half of the season, similar to the way Salah did. But again, a lot of players were good for Liverpool last season, but Salah was the difference maker. Salah was the best player for Liverpool last season. Van Dijk probably a close second. You know what I'm saying? Alisson was injured for a lot of the season.
Van Dijk. All right, fair enough, bro. See, man are just doing the names thing.
So Van Dijk wasn't.
You
so
man
Van
just
Dijk
doing the
weren't top
names
two.
thing.
So
Do you know
Van
what I
Dijk
mean?
weren't top two. So Van Dijk weren't top 2, top 3. Liverpool players
Top 3 of what?
Of Liverpool's players last season. Performance for Liverpool.
Bruv, he might have been. You know, in your opinion, bro. I'll be real.
In
you
my
see this Van Dijk. Oh, you see this Van Dijk guy.
Van
This
Dijk,
guy has
what?
been getting away
Van
with
Dijk.
stinkers. Yeah, for time. I can't lie.
Van Dijk wasn't one of our best players.
You know what the beauty of football is, and we see the same for Arsenal and Gyökeres right now. You see, when you're winning, yeah, bare performances just get swept under the rug, you know, bare fuckeries. And this is the thing. This is the hard thing about football. The hard thing about football is, yeah, you can have players that are playing well, but if your team's losing, it don't matter. Like I've been saying forever, yo, delete. Man are like, what do you mean delete? You finished 15th. What can I say to that? Even though my eyes tell me that my man's playing well, but we're losing every week, so it don't matter. And the same thing goes to these man. Do you know what I'm saying? A man is seeing bare man not play good, but because man are winning, man are saying, oh, well, 5 and 5, innit, Monts? That was the chat only the other day. Oh, 5 and 5, this is what champions do. And then you held 4 in a row, blood. That's your quadruple right there, 4 losses.
Yeah, but again, Rants, but what did I say to you during those 5 wins? I said I expect it to get better if this is our floor. Yes or no, did I say that? Has it got better? No, it's got worse. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not me saying, oh, Liverpool were playing good. Oh, we were smashing teams. I told you, we literally sat after the first 2 games, Newcastle and Bournemouth, and I said, I'm not going to lie, midfield got bopped. So midfield got bopped. I ain't happy with it, but we got so much attacking talent, we're going to win some of these games, innit? I expect this to be our floor. If our floor is 5 points clear the rest of the Premier League, then I expect it to get better, and I expect us to push on. It got worse. Fair enough. It got worse. You man even beat us. Chelsea beat us. We went 1-1. We got ourselves back into games, and then we ended up conceding, which is usually against the whole Liverpool thing. Usually when we equalize against you, man, I'm pretty sure people were expecting us to go and win that game. When we equalized against Chelsea, I'm pretty sure even you were like, fuck me, here we go again. They're probably going to win this game.
But you didn't do it.
Even against Palace, when Chiesa scored, 15 minutes to go, you're thinking, they're going to go do it again, aren't they?
Facts, but you didn't. But why didn't you do it?
My point. Right. So my point granted. So as I'm saying, it's got worse. It's got worse. And the performances have come to, like, do you get it? It's now being aired out. Salah doesn't even deserve to touch grass. McAllister, one of our best players last season, don't deserve to touch grass. Man's playing football with a bonnet on. I spoke to you on the phone. He's playing football with a bonnet on. He's been space jammed. It's a mad thing. You know what I'm saying? Cool. And that's also a big part as to why Liverpool aren't playing well. Because we were reliant as well, not just Gravenberch, but McAllister stitching things together, being the extra brains in the midfield. Now, I'm not saying he's Thiago. He ain't no Thiago. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no Pogba. But
I'll be honest, Monts.
His role is very important in the year.
And what I was saying all last season when man were calling me a hater, yeah, this adds up because I was saying last season, you man weren't playing well and you were just getting away with it. And Bear man was saying, no, Rants, you're hating. There was bare games I watched Liverpool and you weren't good, bro. Yeah, but bro, you're picking individual games. I'm saying, and remember I said this, I said that Liverpool team is one of the worst teams I've seen win the league. I said it. I said it's one of the least memorable Premier League fucking 11s that man's seen win the league. That don't matter. It does matter because you're getting smoked now, bro, and it's the same players.
No,
it absolutely does matter, bro. Your luck ran out.
It's not the same players.
Your luck ran out. That's all it was.
It's not the same players. There's been mad changes, bro. Diaz isn't there.
The only real loss, yeah. But you might want to rid of Diaz anyway.
Bro?
You wanted rid of Diaz anyway. Man was 20, was he 27, 28 or 29? And you man had him on $5 a week, blood. You didn't want him.
5 first team changes. What do you mean it's the same team?
You didn't want him.
What?
You didn't want Diaz. You didn't want Diaz.
Me?
Do you know what I mean? Bro, listen. Not only did Liverpool fans not want Diaz, yeah, R.I.P. Jota as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there was bare them man saying, oh, we might have to sell him.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
Right.
And they didn't want Nunes either.
But no one's saying
it was only really Trent. Trent was the only player. Trent was the only player that these men were saying, you know what, we could keep. The rest of these men, they wanted rid of.
Rants, you've changed the argument. Whether you're saying we wanted the players to stay is a different argument. You said it's the same players. No,
it's the same players in principle, Brad. And you supposedly upgraded your attack, bro, with Ekatike, Isak, and Wirtz, bro. So why you worse?
Right. So again, because the managers ain't got a clue
so
right
Nunes
now,
is better than Isak.
No, he ain't got. The manager ain't got a clue right now. You know yourself that these players are better than the ones that we sold. However, you know the right players in the right system and the right profiles are better than the right names. That's as simple as it is, bro.
See, didn't want Diaz, bro. Bare Liverpool man didn't want Diaz,
bro.
I'm telling you.
But it's Diaz. But now the man's saying they didn't want Diaz. Listen, Diaz had his shortcomings. Diaz had his shortcomings, but I said the Diaz hate was overplayed. I didn't mind keeping Diaz. I didn't mind keeping him. So again, it depends. Are you going by the masses or are you going by me? I didn't mind keeping Diaz. So what are we talking about? I don't know what we're doing here with that one. The bottom line is Nunes had to go. Nunes had to go. Whether we would have showed Jota or not, I don't know what would have happened with Jota. We will never know, innit? You know what I'm saying? It depends. Maybe it depends on his fitness. Maybe we would have only bought one striker. I don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying? You know, but like I said, the talk was, I can only talk about what was being said. There was talk of man's fitness, and they were saying, actually, man might need to move him on, to free up some cash to upgrade the quality in there. Yeah,
these conversations were
So they were being had. So no one could turn around now and say, oh, you know what? It's 4 players out or 5 players out, because 4 of the 5 you didn't want anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? And on paper you upgraded. It's only Trent that made on paper you didn't upgrade because Frimpone's a scrub.
We've spoke many times about upgrading on paper and the manager being a scrub, or the manager scrubbing it out, or not doing the right tactics. We've seen it with Man United. I've said how many times have I said to you, bro, your window weren't even that bad. I've said that bare times. Yes, your window weren't even that bad. I said there's players there that can do a thing. But your manager's got man doing stupidness. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, even though Liverpool have had changes, yes, we wanted 4 of the 5 players or 3 of the 5 to be out, or let's say the masses, not myself, the masses, one of these players to go on. I think always a steady transition is the best transition, not a mass transition. And I'm not even saying this is a mass transition. I think the manager's moving shit. I think he's moving shit. The players aren't helping, granted, but the manager's moving shit, bro. He is moving shit, because at the end of the day, I don't care if we hit the post 3 times against you, man. I don't care if Liverpool create X amount of chances against these, man. Liverpool have cold attackers, but whether we like it or not, we have cold attackers. The bottom line is that we went ban for ban with you, man, at home, and we let you lot create more than what you lot were creating.
Did you say you have cold attackers?
We have cold on paper. We have cold attackers. No one can tell me Isak's shit. No one can tell me Wirtz is shit. No one can tell me Gakpo's shit. None of these men are shit, bro.
Hey, brother, them man are telling you that they're shit, blood. We don't need to.
Bro, these man I'm talking about on paper. They're not shit, bro.
Oh, I'm about to say, blood, because the paper ain't papering right now, blood. I can't lie.
Right now, and Mbuemo's been shit this season, but he ain't shit. And Mbuemo ain't shit, bro. And Mbuemo's cold, bro. And
Mbuemo don't know about shit. It's your guys, blood. I'll be real.
And Mbuemo's not shit, bro. And if Wirtz was playing for Man United, you'd be coming up with every excuse as to why the manager's making Wirtz play shit, and that's a fact.
Nah, I can't lie, bro. In our system, he might actually be better in that left-hand position, bro. He might be better in our system, bro. I don't know, because he can't play single 10 in the Prem. He can't play single 10 in the Prem. He can't.
If Wirtz was playing shit for Man United, you'd be coming up with every excuse as to why Amorim is the reason why he is playing shit.
No, but bro, but Man United are not Premier League champions. So again, that argument don't even stand up, because this is the same bull fraud that won the league with you.
It's the principle. It's
the same guy, though.
It's the principle.
Yeah, but the principle is not principling, bruv. It doesn't work that way. You're Premier League champions, Monts. You were talking about Bothums and you get me, and quadruples and that.
Yeah. But the manager has been scrubbing it out since the start of the season. So at this point, what do you want me to say? Regardless of what's happening, we're Premier League champions, so the manager can't be criticized and the tactics don't matter with the players. It's fine. No, bro. It's a game of football. You're a tactical yourself. You know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Bro, Slaughter's got these man playing in these weird-ass formations with no midfield. No midfield. Yes, of course, McAllister's fallen off a cliff, but there's no midfield, and we are sus defensively. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, losing Trent may have made a difference. Robertson was already a weak link last season. I was cussing how many players, even though we won the league, Rants, how many players was I cussing off last season? Changes still needed to be made.
Why were you cussing them off last season? Because I said you weren't that good, but you're telling me you were. So if you're good, why are you cussing the players?
It's not about we weren't that good. It's that
it was though, because you're highlighting my point. I'm saying you man weren't that good, And a lot of the time, your performances, and the results were not marrying, bro. I saw that. That's why I said you're one of the worst teams I've seen win the league.
We comfortably beat City home and away. Decimation. What we talking about? We were beating teams home and away.
The worst City team in recent history.
We lost what between the
worst City team in recent history. We beat City.
We lost one game.
We beat City and we finished 15th, Monts.
Rants. We lost one game from when we won the league to when we started the league. We lost one game, Rants. One game.
Broski. Listen to what I'm saying.
One game.
Listen to what I'm saying.
So if Arsenal
I'm saying your performances and the results were not marrying up, bro.
That's cap.
Man was seeing you man play shit and win games, bro. Bare times, bro. You can't tell me that you were sitting watching Liverpool and you man were playing scintillating football and you were smoking teams. You wasn't doing that. You was going 2-0 up here and then fucking taking your foot off the gas, then conceding one. And then it's like, oh shit, let's just score one more, blood. Like, it wasn't that.
We were better than, because we're better than everyone else, bro.
Brother, it weren't that, man. Once, come on.
Yes, we were better than everyone else. We're better than everyone else. By a mile. Mile was better than everyone else. Well, Miles better than Chelsea.
You
Miles
man rolled your fucking
Miles
luck,
better
mate.
than City. Miles better than Arsenal. Well, Miles better than everyone else. Now, as I said, it wasn't a perfect season. And for me, even though we won the league, I said there's still improvements to be made and changes to be made. Now, you say we weren't that good. I'm saying we needed to improve.
Do you think the football was good? You've seen all of Klopp's years.
The football doesn't need to be.
Was the football good? Did you look like when you watched your team play? Did you look at the team, without no signings and say, yo, the way we're playing, this is a team that can go and win the league again next season, bro. Bearing in mind, that Arsenal drew 14 games.
No.
Bearing in mind, this is the worst Man City team that we'd seen in recent times. You didn't think that?
No.
So that means you weren't that good then?
No, but there's a middle ground. You're just going from one spectrum to the other. There's a middle ground.
What's the middle ground?
The middle ground is that
you said you were way better than everyone else. So if you're way better than everyone else, then surely you should think that you can go win the league again.
I've also said I believe the level of the Premier League wasn't at the level that it's supposed to be or that we expect it to be. But I believe the level of the Premier League hasn't been like this for a while. I just think it peaked at a proper low last season. But at the same time, because I believe that Liverpool needed to make improvements, that's why I was happy with the signings. I was happy, not all of them, but I was happy with most of the signings.
No, but Monts, I hear what you're saying, but listen to what I'm saying, yeah? I asked that question specifically because if you believed last season you were miles clear of everyone else, and you signed the players that you signed,
right?
Why are you not miles better than everyone else now?
Because the manager...
It's not just the system, though. You overrated your players because they weren't as good as you thought they were last season.
When it's Man United, it's the system. When it's Liverpool, it's not. Rants, come on, man.
Brother, Man United and Liverpool are not the same, bro. We're not champions.
It's the principle. Look, it's the principle.
We finished 15th. How can it be the same?
It's the principle. We discuss this all the time. If the manager and the profiles are not profiling in the right positions, then even though you've got the players, you're not gonna be at the same level. Now, do you know what I'm saying? Now I'm saying, cool. Do we have an excuse to be this bad? We've spent the money, so that's why there's no excuses. But you can still give the reasons as to why the players aren't playing bad. You can still have the conversation as to why the players aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? We said this with many players for your club. Players should be playing way better. The manager was playing them where they're supposed to be playing. It's simple as that. Conor Bradley is not an inverting right back. Why is he inverting?
Yeah, but neither is Kirkes. He's not an inverting fullback. Right. You signed him.
Right. This is what I mean. When we signed Kirkes, I didn't think, oh yeah, we're gonna invert him. I didn't think so. Like, this is what I'm saying. When we signed,
were you inverting your fullbacks last season?
We're gonna play him the same way.
Were you inverting your fullbacks last season, or was it just Trent that was inverting?
Say that again.
Was it just Trent that was inverting last season, or was it both of them?
It was just Trent. It was literally just Trent.
So why is he inverting? Why is he inverting both fullbacks now? Then this
is what I'm trying to figure out.
But you know why? Because that was the plan all along, and he just didn't change it because he knew that Trent, he knew that Robbo probably couldn't do it.
So, this goes to when I said Slot's second season is going to be very telling.
It's very Ten Hag, blood. That's what I thought you was going to say, telling. But Ten Hag,
it's going to be very telling because it's now his money, his players, his system. Now, I'm not saying it weren't his system last season, but it was Klopp's tweet. It was a hybrid. It was a hybrid. It was a hybrid of the two systems. So when you got a hybrid, sometimes that works out for the players because they ain't got to make mass changes. You get the players themselves ain't got to do anything too different. It's kind of all instinctual. These men are now having to think about what they're going to do. Everything's a second slower. Did I think it was going to be like that? No. On paper, as I said, Kirk is the perfect example. I ain't seen my left back have to invert. Maybe I've seen Tsimikas do it once or twice. Now I'm seeing Kirk is in invert once for Bournemouth. So why is he inverting now? Conor Bradley's never had to invert for Liverpool. He's always had to play on the touchline up and down. Even though I don't rate Conor Bradley, and you know I don't really rate Conor Bradley. You know this already. But if you invert him, he's even worse.
Conor Bradley overlapping is not an issue,
it's like someone like Gusto. Yeah. Gusto when he plays right back ain't that bad as everyone says. But when he asks to invert, he is horrid. He is horrible. Like,
he's not worth playing.
Don't even play him. Same thing with Salah. You see with Salah right now, this Salah today, you could even argue which Salah we're talking about. If you're gonna defer to the left side of the pitch, don't play Salah. Don't play him. He's a final third action player. Comes alive in the box, does what he does outside the box, and then does what he needs to do. Do you see what I'm saying? If you're gonna defer to Gakpo, and by the way, deferring to Gakpo is a sin in itself. It's a sin. Now, I'm not saying Gakpo's shit, by the way. I'm not saying he's shit. He's a decent player. But now that Gakpo is getting the ball more, I don't know how much Liverpool you've watched, but now you're seeing how ineffective he actually can be when he's getting the ball.
But bro, when we got linked with Gakpo, I said I don't want him because he looks too much like Rashford, blood. That's what I said. Them purple patch ballers.
And that's why Diaz and Gakpo were the perfect blend when they were in the same team. You know why? Because when one has the purple patch and he falls off, what do? We bring in Gakpo. Now he has the purple patch, and we did that almost perfectly last season. Diaz started the season on votes, dried up, then Gakpo came in, was then on votes, and then Diaz came in, obviously had to come in as the striker, but a lot of the time they were able to do this. They're able to do this. Because I'll be real, a lot of the fans wanted Diaz to leave because it was a purple patch thing with Diaz. It was a purple patch thing with him. You know what I'm saying? He was always going to boss it in the Bundesliga because he's good enough to do that.
Yeah, and he's quick. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bundesliga ain't fooling me as to say that he's this world. Do you know what I'm saying? Bundesliga ain't going to fool me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't regret any of my signings. I just regret the way the manager's using the signings. And this is why I said, cool, Slot's done a brilliant job. That's my manager and that.
So how do you get the best? How do you get the best out of Isak versus? How do you get the best out of them?
I said the 4-4-2 only because it's the closest move on to the off the ball formation that we had last season.
But against good teams, you'll get killed playing that.
It depends again. Now it depends on the who's doing what. Because if the wing
then you'll have to drop
if the wing backs invert, if the wing backs invert, Rants, we will get killed. I agree. We're getting killed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You'll have to drop Wirtz or Salah to play that 4-4-2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Calm. Wirtz played right mid yesterday, but I feel like that won't work in the Prem. Not won't work, but I feel like in the Prem, if Wirtz is gonna play right mid in the Prem, you see the two strikers in Isak and Ekatike. Ekatike is gonna have to drop back into the midfield as an extra midfielder, which is fine because you do that in 4-4-2 off the ball. One of the strikers drops back.
There's always one that goes long and one that goes short, always.
Yeah, exactly. Similar to how, I don't know, a Joshua Zirkzee will get that ball in transition and get on the half turn and then create the attack that way. And then off the ball, we tuck it just a little bit deeper to be the extra body so the space don't open up. If Wirtz plays on the right side, it's going to have to be that. Ekatike is going to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And Isak will play on the shoulder. I don't really, that's the way it would have to work. You have to add another, and when the second striker comes in as almost a 10 or joins the midfield, it kind of does become a 4-2-3-1 in a way. You get it? Because if you know the tactics, you've coached in it, so you know that 4-2-3-1 is very similar to the 4-4-2 if you literally just do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if Wirtz does that, Ekatike can't be on the shoulder with the striker. In the Champions League, you can do that.
Yeah, you have to drop into the pocket, but bro, like,
in the Champions
how
League,
was Isak looking yesterday, bro? Because bro, I was hearing you weren't looking all right.
No. Yesterday it looked good because Frankfurt allowed us the space to have two strikers on the shoulder, and then on the ball, Wirtz was allowed to kind of just do this and roam, and then off the ball it dropped into a 4-4-2. But for me, defensively, I didn't see any difference in Liverpool defensively. I'll be honest. The first situation we had to defend. Yeah, the first situation we had to defend, We got killed. We got killed.
So what is it then, bro?
But that's because Rants, this is because Ekatike and Isak were on the two defenders, on the final line. Do you know what I'm saying? They were on the last man. So Szoboszlai was in the middle of the pitch with two midfielders.
What going for your players? Because you said to me that Van Dijk was one of your best players last year. So what happened to him? Why is he shit now?
He's not shit. He's had two bad games, but Van Dijk's not been shit all season for Liverpool. No way. No way.
Brother, this man passing on man like sweetie, blood. You know them while you're there, blood. Just passing on man, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Aura defending.
I done said the last 2 games, Van Dijk's been pissing me off, bro. Been pissing me off, bro. Like man, them can cook him, and I hear it in it. I hear the VVD cook. You know what I'm saying? But the VVD Kirkes thing can't run. I think Robbo, and don't get me wrong, you know my thoughts on Robbo. I think Robbo's past it. I think he's been past it for 2 years now. But what Robbo at least has is at least some of the fundamentals that Kirkes can't. Like, at least Robbo is multifunctional in a sense. If you ask Kirkes to do anything in that inverting role, he's mad erratic and he's got ADHD, bro. I diagnosed him on the phone to you when you were like,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No, and facts, bro, with this thing, bro. The double standards when talking about the two clubs is crazy. I know if Man United, spent 500 million in one window and hold 4 in a row boppings, brother, I'm telling you, them man will want to burn down Old Trafford.
No, I'll be real. They've been, as I said, when someone said Liverpool was in transition, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Not stupid thing I've ever heard, but we're not in no.
And just won the league, and man are talking about transitions and that. This is what I mean.
Like I've never
got excuses for Liverpool.
That's the media doing Liverpool, like bread in Liverpool, innit? You know when me and you though, Rants, know what it is, bro. Know what it is. Like this is, I said this is unforgivable. 4 games in a row, including Man United at home, while spending 400 million, and then my own fan base, not just my own fan base, I've got rival. I said Slot got 2 more games to show me positive change in the lineup. Oh, he's gone, and everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, but is there any noises coming out of Liverpool that his job isn't safe though? No,
of course not.
But that's what I'm saying.
But right now, I think it's fair to say the manager ain't got a Scooby-Doo. As I said, I'm not counting the Frankfurt game. We won 5-1 in it, but I'm talking about so far this season. So far, it's not been good tactically. Anyone with eyes can know it's not been good tactically. We just all expected it to get better because of the money we spent and the players we have. You know what I'm saying? This is no transition. This is just trying to fit all the players. And again, the manager, he's looking out of his depth because it's a different kettle of fish when it's your players, your money, your tactics, your system.
Yeah, so when there's no pressure because you didn't sign no players, and you're just basically saying, "All right, cool, we'll just do what Klopp was doing."
And that's not saying we're taking away credit. I don't even think you're taking away credit from winning the Prem. Now, no one's taking away the credit of him winning the Prem last season. You know what I'm saying? He's got that money in the bank, which is fine. But unfortunately, with
but I'll be real, like he ain't got. If he had more credit in the bank, you lot wouldn't be moving like this. Because if Pep lost 4 games in a row, you know what I'm saying? Man City fans, but Man City fans are not going crazy like you, man. I believe you, man, are going crazy because you know deep down, that last season was not that convincing, blood. Because if you was mad convinced by this manager, you, man, wouldn't be rattled like this. I'll be honest, you wouldn't be.
The reason we're rattled, the reason we're rattled is because
there were signs, bro.
Bro, of course there were signs, but that doesn't take away the Klopp slot hybrid was fine. It was fine, but we're not here to play Klopp slot hybrid, bro. Slot's the manager now. This is your team now, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, there ain't no Liverpool fans that cares about last season saying we weren't that good last season, so this season was no one cares about that. We went into the season saying, boom, you spent the money, 400 M's, Isak, Ekatike, these men are better than Darwin and Diaz on paper. Now go win the league again. Go and win the league again with your own tactics. Go win the league again. You know what I'm saying? You man are just rattled that Liverpool are better than everyone else, and you man weren't good enough yourselves. Hey, don't blame us because you man were shit. It's not our problem. We Liverpool fans.
Yeah, but all things can. Yeah, but multiple things can be true at the same time. Everyone else was shit, but you weren't that good either. You were just better than everyone else.
Liverpool fans wanted change and they wanted money spent, and we got that. So the pressure is on the manager, regardless if he won the league last season, because there's no comfy. You're not comfy, bro. Just because you won the league, you're not comfy. Well, for me, you're not comfy. You know what I'm saying? Man, them were rattled last year because we won the league, bro. And we didn't have to be prime Man City or prime Man United to go and do it.
And you didn't have to be I don't know what prime Arsenal is either. Like prime Arsenal, you didn't have to do that. Like who was your real opposition here for the league last season?
Again, but there's also been seasons where
who was it? You wrapped up the league early, bro.
Yeah, again, and there were even seasons where you man didn't have to be prime Man United. You've won leagues where you hadn't been at your best. You know what I'm saying? City have won leagues where
but to be honest, Manchester United, the bulk of our Premier League wins, the Premier League wasn't as competitive as it is now. It was a two-horse race.
Bro, there are even times where City have won the league where we've fallen off and they just walked the league, bro.
Yeah, but also there's times where they've won the league where they've won it by 1 point or won it on goal difference.
Right, exactly. So, but Rants, we're not saying we were the best team ever to win the league. You're going further and saying we weren't that good. I think we was good, but we need to be way better to retain. I don't think that's crazy. That's not crazy to say. We were good, but we need to be better to retain.
But you just said way better. Way better and better is not the same once.
Say that again.
Better and way better is not the same, my bro. The first thing you said was we were good, but we needed to be way better. Why would you need to be way better to retain it if you was good? Bro?
Because I don't believe.
I don't believe you, man, were good. You were just better than everyone else.
Because I went into the season going, well, obviously Arsenal aren't going to be the same Arsenal. City are probably going to make some sort of this and that. Like I looked at these men signing Cherky, Reinders. I look at Arsenal when they signed Gyökeres, even though we know what it is now. Like them man there, and I was thinking, right, these men like Liverpool were never going to not spend money and then just continue. Because teams will get better. That's basic football basics. Teams are going to get better, bro.
I hear that, but bro, Arsenal aren't way better. Arsenal, spent the majority of their money on players to bolster the squad and raise the floor, not necessarily the ceiling. Like when you watch them play, they're not way better than they were last season, bro. It's marginal. If anything, Gyökeres, has made them worse, bruv. So it's one of them ones where I wouldn't say that they're way better. I wouldn't say that. And when I look at Manchester City as well, I wouldn't say that City are way better than last season. Not way better.
I didn't say these guys are way better. I just said
the teams
improve.
No, but what I'm saying is, you said that you were good, and you had to be way better, to retain it. But you also said that you were way better than everyone else.
Yes.
Did you understand what I'm saying? So if you're way better than everyone else, why do you need to be way better to retain it?
Because the Arsenal that we saw last season wasn't the Arsenal that we've seen competing for the last 2 years prior with Man City, were they? They weren't. Arsenal were way worse than what they usually were last season. They were. Hence why I said we were miles better than
so that means you wasn't. So that means you're not way better than everyone else. Just other man was shit.
But
it's not the same.
No. We were still better though, regardless of whether they were shit.
You were only that much better because man was shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. You wasn't that good.
Yeah, bro, we were still good. There's no such thing as a shit.
But Arsenal drew 14 games. That's not going to happen again.
Exactly. But you're proving my point. Even though we were much better than everyone else last season,
you were the best of a mediocre bunch, is what I've been saying.
All right, man.
You was. You was the best of a mediocre bunch because City were the worst City we've seen. And Arsenal have been the worst Arsenal we've seen in about 3 seasons.
Rants, regardless of what you say, mediocre bunch, and
Chelsea just made top 4 on the last day or something like that.
Bro, the Premier League is my name got extra on the Premier League.
Didn't Chelsea get 2 in 9 or something? Didn't Chelsea go 2 in 9 or something?
Chelsea have been crap the last 5 years. What are you talking about?
Bro.
Chelsea have done nothing since 2021.
And then Tottenham also finished 16th below us, and we finished 15th. Bro, you had a free run.
When has Tottenham last been in the title race, Rants?
Yeah, but bro, they're normally in a top 4 race, though.
What are we doing?
Or at least a top 6 race. Them man nearly got relegated with us. So this is what I'm trying to say to you.
Anyway, as I said, Rants, it's not my business. I don't care that you, man, were 15th, Spurs were 17th, and doing all of this. You, man, were rattled that Liverpool walked the league. And even though Liverpool walked the league,
but we still walked it, We walked
the league and we said, boom. Them man didn't like Diaz, didn't like Nunes. Robertson needed to go. We wanted a new 10 because Sobozai weren't good enough in the 10. Do you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff, bro. So for me, Rants can say all of these things about, Liverpool were this, they weren't that good. Well, yeah,
He wasn't though.
Tried to. That's why we went and spent 400 million to keep the distance ahead. We got what we wanted, and we wanted the money spent. We wanted the big money striker. We wanted the Maverick 10. You know, we lost Trent. We done all these things in the window, bro. Now the manager's scrubbing it out. We need to find a solution because there's no excuses in my head. There's no excuses. We won the league last season. Cry more. Man, them cry more. I'm sorry.
No, but we're not crying. You man are crying now. And we're loving it. You know them ones like, we're definitely not crying.
I know why you're loving it, because you man are rattled that you man couldn't do your job and at least compete. That's what it is, bro.
Yeah, but bro, if we're not going to compete, slapping you man at home, will do, innit? I'll be honest. I'm a simple man.
Bro, you man forgot what that felt like and big you up. You know, all you man had to do was turn up and compete, and that was enough to beat this shit Liverpool is right now.
Absolutely.
That's all it takes right now. All you need to do is compete with Liverpool and you'll cause them problems. If like the footballing conversation, we know how bad Liverpool are looking right now. You know what I'm saying? We know how bad Liverpool are looking right now. It's as simple as that. The defense is sus. The tactics are off. Like certain men have fallen off a cliff. And obviously, and the manager's not even playing the players that are actually playing well. It's a lot of bad. We're not scoring set pieces. We're conceding from set pieces. And there's a hole in the middle of the pitch. Right? That's 100%. 100%, bro. The way you fix that is the tactics. These players are not shit. Don't get me wrong. We have a couple of shit players. I've said this when we won the league. We had a couple of shit players. Even when we won the league, bro, there were players I didn't like in my team.
Okay, name them. And are they still at the club?
For me, I've not rated Conor Bradley. I've always said Ibu Konate is inconsistent.
You said that his head was turned and he wants to leave and that, and rare tear. Cool, I hear that.
No, I didn't say his head was turned. I said he's inconsistent. I said
Fair
inconsistent and he's overrated.
Yeah, but he's been doing Virgil's running for him for a couple of seasons now.
I've given Ibu Konate has either been wonderful. He's either a 10 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10 for Liverpool this season. That's what it's been for Konate. That's Konate's story. 1 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. There's no middle ground for him. And as a centre back, Rants, you know that's not good for a centre back. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, I'll be honest, From analysing Liverpool, I'll be real. Virgil van Dijk gets a lot of credit for doing very, very basic things as a centre back. He makes a lot of mistakes that don't get highlighted because he made them. And anyone that's watching man enough, they understand what I'm saying. There's bare times where he lets his man go, does the hand behind the back thing, turning to the side, and lets man just go. And then because Liverpool don't concede, no one talks about it. This guy has been, he's been on, bro, it's been a carry job for seasons, bro. Like, he's washed. I can't lie. The hairline and the ponytail is still pristine and that. Big him up and that. You get me? Man probably uses the hair oils and them things there because man still got his edges and that. But bro, he can't play no more.
Yeah, he can't. Okay, Van Dijk
can't play no more. Do you know what I mean? Man are talking about fucking McAllister
telling me Alisson,
fucking bonnet, bruv. He's sleeping in them, bro.
Bro, all your GOAT defenders had GOAT goalkeepers to bail them out, bro. I'm not hearing that. You man had Van der Sar. Them man had Petr Cech. What are we talking about? And Alisson was fit for less time than all of these guys. Alisson don't even complete a third of the goalkeeper in the Prem. So Kelleher gets like 20 appearances a season because Alisson is injury prone. Bad boy keeper, but he's injury prone. Stop putting Alisson on a pedestal now because you don't want to slide Van Dijk. We don't.
I hear that. So now
we don't fall
Van
for that.
Van Dijk defends with his hands behind his back because of the goalkeeper.
What do you mean?
Brother, this boy had his hands behind his back on the halfway line, blood, when Mbeumo was running away from him.
Yeah, the brother was shit against Man. We said
bro,
we said he was shit.
I see Virgil, win the header. Mbeumo gets up and runs. Virgil's jogging back and then points to Konate saying, that's your man when it was his.
The problem that you man have is that what you lot do is you look at the last 2 games this season and then you go, that's what this guy's been doing. Rare.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry. Virgil van Dijk is 34 years of age and he's still the best centre.
I don't care, bro.
And
man's on 400K. I don't care how old he is.
Because as I said, you man are just lucky the Twitter thing went around when Rio Ferdinand was getting dog walked at 34 when he was, where was he? Like QPR, wasn't even like Man United, like QPR.
I hear that, but I wasn't still arguing. I wasn't still arguing that Rio
John Terry was doing his thing in his last years. I won't chat to John Terry. But as I'm saying, a lot of these guys with world-class keepers behind them were doing the same shit way worse
Yeah,
and
but
way
Monts,
more
I
often.
wasn't
You
arguing
man
that
just
he
can't
was
say
good though.
That Van Dijk is better
I
than all
wasn't
these guys,
arguing that. The same way when Rooney was washed for us here under Van Gaal, I was saying get Rooney out the team. He's costing us games. Rooney was playing in midfield and he was awful, bro. The guy couldn't run. And everyone was like, oh, Rants, but he's our captain. Look what he's done for us at the club. I said, I don't care. When your time's up, your time's up, blood. When football leaves you, football leaves you. You have to move on, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Rooney was washed. And bare Man United fans were getting onto me.
Liverpool will be better without Virgil van Dijk.
Bro, you should have bought a fucking centre-back.
Would Liverpool be better without Virgil van Dijk?
If you bought a proper centre-back, yeah, they would be, but you didn't. Just like you never bought a fucking midfielder, and now Gravenberg's fucking, you get me? Man's ankle done the 360, blood, like the Xbox. And now what? Yeah, you know them ones there. You should have bought a midfielder as well.
Yeah, man ain't won a game in a while, so I hear it.
Man done an Xbox 360, blood. That's what you should have done. That's what you should have done. You should have bought a centre-back and a centre-mid with the extra money that you spent on fucking Isak, blood. That's what you should have done. I'm telling you.
We tried to get another centre-back, and
you didn't try hard enough, bro. You spent 500 million. What do you mean you tried?
Brother, he done his medical. It was completed.
500 million though.
But anyway, as I said, no, there's no issue with buying a second striker. We had one striker. We bought Ekitike, and he was our only striker.
Bruv, you didn't need. Listen to what I'm saying. You didn't need to spend 130 something million or whatever it was.
The money was still there to buy a centre back.
You didn't need to though, because what I'm saying is, with that 130, man could have got a centre back and a centre mid, and you could have got another striker, as a backup to Ekitike that would have cost you like 45 million. You didn't need to spend 130.
He could have spent another 200 million if he wanted to, bro.
Just as well you didn't, bruv, because you might have lost some more games because the money thing's not working for you.
Again, if after the Isak thing we didn't look at anything else and nothing else after that, then fairs, the money's ran out. We should have spread our budget out more balancedly in the squad. I can understand the balance in the squad is lopsided. Yes, I'll give you that 100%. But we went and tried to get another centre back in Mark Gahey, and the club tried to be weird about it.
Monts, I'll be real, you're a smart guy. You can't look me in the face and say we tried to sign a centre back when you, man, were doing the Isak saga for the whole summer and you got it over the line.
They weren't trying to let Gahey go.
But what do you mean you tried? You didn't try hard enough. They would have let Gahey go for the right money, but you prioritized Isak, blood, and that's why you spent all that money.
And that's the bit. But you're saying
so you didn't try then.
No, but you're saying we didn't have. You're saying we didn't have to spend 125 million. Yes, cool. That's an extreme. But yeah, if we still had the money to go and get a centre back,
all summer. Newcastle said they wanted a certain amount of money, and you kept going in with below the fucking thing. You longed out the whole thing, blood.
No, they longed it out.
You longed it out because you could have just paid the money.
They longed it out, bro.
You wasn't waiting for, bruv. You wasn't waiting for no scam to drop. You had the money.
Rants,
you didn't, what were we doing?
Rants, they wanted their replacement first. They longed it out. We
had the money parked off. They weren't going to sell him.
We wanted a centre back. Should we have spent the extra 20 million to get Mark Gahey?
They wanted their replacement first, but let me tell you something, Monts. If you gave them the money on the first day of the window, they would have taken it.
No, they wouldn't.
What are you talking about? They would have had the whole window to replace him.
No, they wouldn't have, bro. No, they wouldn't have.
Brother, this brother decided that he didn't want to play football no more halfway through the window when you'd already signed Ekitike. Do you not remember the order?
It was both. It was both.
Come on, bro, Ski.
They said, bro, they said we need our replacement and the money needs to be right. Even if the money needs to be right, they need our replacement first. That's what they said.
Isak, I don't know. I don't support Liverpool, so like inform me. Isak comes out. I don't know if it's a transfer request or he just said he wants to leave and he's not training. Before that, I'm sure that Liverpool and Newcastle would have had conversations which would have prompted him to take that stance in the first place, yeah?
Right.
Well then, so it's not like Liverpool weren't in for him and then halfway through the window, man just decided, all right, cool, we're going to go get him.
No, but yet, on top of that,
from the start of the window, if you went in with 135, you telling me they wouldn't have taken it. They would have said, no, we don't want your money. We're going to get someone first.
Their stance...
Got the whole summer.
Their stance was clear, bro. Their stance was clear. They said, we need to get a replacement before we open the doors for Isak to go. Again,
so you're telling me if you stepped down 135 at the beginning, they would have taken it.
They tried to get Sesko.
Is that what you're telling me?
Remember, we remember the Weezer thing was happening as well with them, bro. They were trying to get someone in.
So why did you offer them less money than they asked for them months?
Huh?
Why did you offer them less money multiple times?
Because that's what we valued him at. That doesn't.
So you didn't put the money down.
Again, I said it's both.
If I want to buy a Rolex from you, yeah, and you say Rants is 50 bags, yeah, think about it. I want to go on holiday. I want to go on holiday in July. I want to buy a Rollie from Monts. You know them, man. So I ring Monts in May, and he says, yeah, it's 50 bags for the Rollie. And I say, all right, cool, say no more. It's for, you want 35 bags, Monts? He says, Rants, it's 50 bags. And then I come back to him in June, and I say, yo, fam, I got that 40 bags for you. And he's like, bro, it's 50 bags. The holiday's in August. Do you want the watch or not, blood? You know them way there. And then I ring man up, yeah? I ring man up on July the 25th saying, all right, bro, I got the 50 bags. Like, how can I turn around and say, yo, you get me? If I offered him the 50 bags in May, I would have had the watch in May. Right. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, right. So let me like amend. Let me amend. No, I'm just gonna amend your analogy. I've gone and said to you, Rant, my Rollie's 50 bags, but I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it to you when I get a Rollie in exchange. I'm getting a new thing in it. So once I get my new thing, then I'll sell you my Rollie.
But the new thing is cheaper than the thing that I'm giving you. So you could have just taken the money. What we doing?
But we don't know each other's finances. So when I get my new thing, you can have the Rollie. You can.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
But it's still 50 bags though.
No, but you're saying when you get the new thing, so that means
when I get my new thing, then you can have it.
You're buying a cheaper watch though.
You're rewriting.
Make it make sense.
They said when we get our replacement and the money, right?
Months. Listen to what I'm saying.
That is it.
Months. But the Rollie don't want you to wear it no more. How about that?
What?
It don't fit you no more.
What do you mean?
It don't fit you because Isak said he ain't playing for Newcastle no more.
Yeah, that's why I said
the Rollie don't fit you no more.
I said, yo, once the
you
money's
put on
right,
weight, blood. Your wrists will swell up and that. You can't get the Rollie on no more.
Regardless, Rants. They
said, yo, blood.
It's two things: money right and replacements. Money right and replacements.
Brother, if you tell me it's 50 bags months and I say I value it at 35,
that's what
you know why I haven't got the Rollie? Because I value it at 35. Pay months is 50 bags. Then you have the watch.
Go and read the tweets. Read the tweets. Read what's
good. Hey, listen, the watch don't fit months, you know, but he's gonna say, nah, Rants, wait till I get my new Rollie before I take the 50 bags from you. No, you'll take the 50 bags and buy a watch that fucking fits, mate.
Nah, that's
because you can't wear the watch again.
Nah, man,
you can't wear it again. Isak said, I'm not playing for Newcastle again. So pay the money.
Right. But they said, even if the money's not, listen, I didn't say this. They said
Newcastle said, even if you come here with the 50 bags for the Rollie, I want to buy my new Rollie first, even though this Rollie don't fit. That don't make sense.
Rants, they said to us, even if the money is right, we need to get our replacements first. Same way with Crystal Palace. However,
so why didn't you just pay them the money then?
Brother, when you want to save a little change, you can save a little change. You know what I'm saying? As I said, if the Rollie don't want to wear me no more, maybe you might think you can get it a bit cheaper than what it's actually worth. Be smart with your money. Even though you got money, be smart with your money. Simple as that.
But if you said to me as the owner of the watch, yeah, and you said, yo, Rant, listen, I don't have to sell this Rollie, you know. It's 50 mil. I mean, it's 50 bags. If you don't give me the 50 bags, I don't have to sell it. I can afford to buy another Rollie anyway. Or, you get me? Fuck it. Man will just keep it and I just won't wear it.
But Newcastle
got money, bro. They didn't need to sell him.
No, they're done by PSR, bro. PSR was
but bro, they didn't need to sell him at all, blood. They could have said, pussy, you're playing.
They'd already bought Elanga for 50 M's, bro.
What was this guy going to do? What was Isak going to do? What was Isak going to do? Just not play for the whole season?
Fuck knows, bro. Fuck knows. We don't know.
He was going to play because he didn't have a fucking choice.
All I'm saying is that.
Or else he'd have to lock himself in the house for the whole year because that black man can't walk around Newcastle.
You're saying I've got 50 bags for the Rollie, but you yourself know that I don't like the Rollie and it don't fit me. So if you can get it for a little bit cheaper than what I'm saying it for, you're going to do that.
Yeah, but if you tell me categorically,
how about 40 or 45?
I don't have to sell you the Rollie for 50 bags.
You know I don't want the Rollie. You know you said the Rollie don't want to wear me. You said that it does matter. It does matter. You said the Rollies don't want to win.
Months, then I can't turn around and say that, yo, I didn't get my watching time. Why did I not get my watching time? Because I didn't pay what you asked for. Do you know what I mean? So you can't say Newcastle are being long. I can't say Monts is being long. He asked me for 50 bags. I offered him 35. Like, you're not being long. You want what you asked for. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's not being long.
As I said,
that's not being long, bro. That's crazy.
As I said, you can keep rewriting history as it is. Them man wanted their replacement. We knew. We tried to be a bit more savvy with the money. And my criticism of the board comes from Mark Gahey's thing. Because with Mark Gahey's thing, obviously, sometimes you got to overpay in it. I think we should have overpaid for Mark Gahey.
But you overpaid for Isak, so why not overpay for Gahey, bro? You know why? Because you prioritized Isak. That was my argument. Do you know what I mean? You didn't prioritize a centre back. You didn't prioritize a midfielder. You prioritized another attacker when you already had Vert.
No, we bought a centre back before. No, we bought a centre back replacement before we bought Isak or Ekitike. No, I think you
didn't buy a starting centre back replacement. Because you've had your
but Gahey wasn't a starting. Gahey's not guaranteed to start for Liverpool though.
Yeah, but broski, he's a Premier League proven centre back that can start for Liverpool, no problem. Konate, you've had your qualms with him. People have said that his head's turned. He said he's not signing a new contract. So I would have replaced this bomber clot. But you didn't do that.
I hear that. And as I said, for me, the money could have been spent, as I said, but it's not that the money weren't there or anything like that. I think that Liverpool should have spent the extra money on Gahey. I think we could have done both. Obviously,
did you not tell me you had 200 mil there more you could have spent?
Yes, and
so
that's why I'm
buy Gahey at the start of the window.
And that's why I was annoyed. This is why I was annoyed, though.
Your team screwed up, bro. That's what happened because Gahey, Palace love money. They know they're a selling club. If you gave them the money they wanted at the start of the window, they would have taken it and replaced him. They would have, but you waited till the last day, blood. Man's doing his medical on the last day, blood, watching the clock on the bike.
Yeah, but I said that was dead. I said, bro, the fact that man's doing his medical on the last day, it's a bit risky, innit? You know what I'm saying? And now go on. Yeah, as I said, the reason that I'm annoyed at the board, not even like the board spent their money in it, but we definitely should have fronted the 50 million for Mark Gahey. Just because I said going into the league with 4 fit defenders, centre backs is mad. You gotta have 5. You have to have 5 in it. You have to have 5. So, in my opinion, I look at this now and I go, obviously, listen, we're more annoyed because Leone done his ACL. Leone's ACL blew up, and now we're fuming with that in it. You know what I'm saying? Konate's still playing all right. Good games, bad games, but the board should have been more balanced with the centre back. And now I actually think we could do with another midfielder as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's easy to say now that we shouldn't have grabbed Isak because his first 5 to 6 to 7 games haven't gone well. You know what I'm saying? But Ekitike is our only other striker. We can't go into the season. Now, you look and say, oh, you should have spent less money on a striker. No. If anyone here was able to get Isak, any of you man would have gone and got him. You know what I'm saying? If any of you man could have got Isak, any of you man would have got him regardless of the situation that your team was in. But that still doesn't mean you don't get your other business done with the same ferocity, which is what Liverpool probably should have done. I don't give a fuck if Chiesa can play number 9. He ain't Isak, bro. It's as simple as that. Like,
he's not Isak. By the end of the day, bro, like you prioritized positions, that you didn't need to, bro. When in football, you know how.
No, we needed another striker though.
But broski, listen, no, you didn't need it, bro. You know, let me tell you why you didn't need it.
You can't go into the season with one striker,
bro. Let me tell you why you didn't need. Let me tell you why you didn't need another striker, because last season you won the league with a 6 that isn't a 6, bro. And if there's any positions that you can kind of rotate and tweak and do the fluid thing, it's in attack.
Yeah,
you can do that. If you said, you know what, I'm going into the season, and also, I'm not saying you didn't need Isak. I mean, I'm not saying you didn't need an attacker, but you didn't need to spend 130 million on one. And this was my argument the whole fucking time. Why not? Because you already got Ekitike shelling down the place,
We didn't know Ekitike. We didn't know Ekitike was going to be this good.
Yeah, but he was already marking it before Isak came.
Yeah, but Isak was Isak is prem proven. That's your whole thing, prem proven.
Yeah, but bro, but my whole thing is not 130 million, for fucking Specs Gonzalez, blood, with laser eye surgery, blood. That's my thing.
Man. All right, yeah, man.
This is what my thing is.
Yeah, man.
Because I always said that Isak ain't it, and I said it
in
when
the
he
long
was at
in the long
Newcastle.
run, bro. We need 2 strikers, bro. This is as simple as that. You can't, as I said,
There's
I
other
don't know
strikers
if he
you could
would've-
have
I
got for
don't know if he would
cheaper.
have signed 2 strikers, but again, we almost had 3 striking options before with Diaz, Jota, and Nunes. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of them. We now don't have all 3 of them. Obviously, Jota, of course, but all 3 of them. So we had to go. And again, people can say Chiesa is not the level of going to retain the champions. Now, does he deserve a start in Liverpool's current circumstance? Yes. As it
Yeah, but you could have got a
automatically
cheaper attacker, bro.
we didn't need it, bro. The money's still there. The money was there. We didn't spend it right.
Yeah, but
That
what
doesn't
you're
mean the
saying
money
makes
wasn't
this
there.
even worse, Monts. The fact that the money's still there and you didn't get what you needed makes you man look even more.
Yes,
stupid.
Rants, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. This is my point. The fact that the money's there and man them still try to do the weirdo thing is what gets me hot. Not the fact that we spent 130 million on Isak. We just spent 130 million on Isak. I've been crying out for my team to go and do something like that. I ain't gonna flip-flop now and say, why did we do it? You know what I'm saying? Go and do that and do your job defensively and go and get the centre back. Not, oh, we shouldn't have got Isak after our flipping running around with shades on in the robe. I've always wanted my team to do this. I ain't turning around and flip-flopping now. You're mad. You're mad. Come on now, bro. We needed another striker, and we went and got the most sought-out striker in the Prem. A man are telling me I should be feeling. Man are telling me that I shouldn't have wanted to get. Now I should turn around and say we shouldn't have got Isak when we're in October. You know what I'm saying? No, we should have got Isak, and we should have used the same intensity to go and get Gay.
But you didn't.
And the fact that the money's there makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? Whether Grizz regrets getting Isak, that's Grizz's opinion. Shout out to Grizz. They got my guy Grizz. But you know what I'm saying? It's too early for all of that. I'd rather have Isak than not have Isak. I'd rather have Isak than Chelsea get Isak. I'd rather have Isak than any of you man had Isak. I'd be, even if he started shit, I'd be fucking fuming. I'd be fuming. If you man running around with Isak and Buemo and Cunha, I'd be fuming.
Yeah, bro. Listen, man, I rate Isak. And I even said, yeah.
No, you don't rate him now.
No, I didn't rate him before, blood. But one thing I did say, I said, listen, because people perceive Isak as one of the best strikers in the league, yeah. I said, yeah, if he's actually available, yeah, and Man United was serious, yeah, they should be putting in a bid anyway. But I did not rate that guy, blood. Everyone knows I didn't rate that guy, bro.
That's fair.
I told you, man,
bro.
I'm not convinced by Isak, bro. Like, I've never been convinced by this guy.
If Chelsea had João Pedro, Isak, and Palmer, brother, them brothers will be swinging from the vines. Do you think that man would give a fuck if Isak had a bad start? Yeah, they'll be annoyed because of the money they spent, but they know. You know what I'm saying? They know what they have at their disposal. So for me, I'm not too worried. I'd have liked him to have a much better start. But hey, man, ain't it good I got Ekatike as well?
No, it is good. But for how long? But for how long do you have both of them? I
don't give a... Man are doing the how long thing. Oh, yeah, when Mo Salah and Man Liverpool are going to get washed. You man as I said, you man, everyone here, you man are Crystal Ball FC. Same with Cass, Crystal Ball FC. Because in the future this, because in the future that, because in the future this. Let's just talk about how shit Liverpool are now.
Happily, blood.
That's the valid conversation.
Fucking shocking, blood. And it's not going to get better.
How shit we are now is the conversation. I'm here for that. I don't pull no punches. Me and you've been talking about for a year now, right? You know I don't pull no punches with my own players. I don't pull no punches. I know how these men have been. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it. You know what I'm saying? I fully hear it, innit? I just don't see it getting much better. I think it gets better because how can it not get better? You know what I mean? How can it not get better than losing 4 in a row? Because
you can't. What did Mick McCarthy say? It can. It can't. It can't get worse. I don't
think it can though. You know what I mean? I don't think it can get worse.
Rants. It can. Trust me.
You're not gonna do that four losses in a row again.
I've seen Liverpool lose 6 games in a row at Anfield, bro. So when man tell me sit there and I've lived through the Hudson era, Rants. Man then can't tell me it can't get worse. Rants, did you think it get worse than Ten Hag? Look at me. No, look at me. Did you think it could get worse than Ten Hag?
Absolutely not, bro.
Absolutely not. So when man say, "Oh, I can't get worse than Ten Hag," it can. You thought after finishing 15th and not winning a trophy, it couldn't get worse. This man went and lost to Grimsby.
Yeah. No, I hear it.
This man went and lost to Grimsby, bro.
I hear it.
Liverpool, it can get worse. We conceded. See that goal we conceded to Frankfurt? You can't fool me. Can't fool me, Aru. Can't fool me. Can't fool me. Chelsea fans, you might have lived through the Potter era. You know, it can get worse.
Yeah, but when I say that, I mean your Premier League champions. Do you know what I mean? And I think your squad.
There's no excuse.
There's enough quality there that man can't do this 4 in a row thing again.
Not brother, Rants. As I said, I don't know what your thoughts is on this, but as I said, there are some Liverpool fans that are slot out. I'm not slot out yet, but like he's on fraud watch for me, innit? He's on heavy fraud watch. You know what I'm saying? He's on heavy fraud watch, and I don't believe the Liverpool fans that have gone overboard or the one that I said slot out. I don't believe they're well without their rights to say that. I don't think they're without their rights to say that. Now, do I side with them? No, but I don't think they're about. I don't think they're about their rights to say that. The man's got his money. The man's got his team, and he's looked at man. By the way, the players that he's now misprofiling, he's had Conor Bradley for a year. Why are you misprofiling a player you've had for a year?
I hear it.
Kirk's fair enough. He's just come in. But Bradley, you've had for a year. Why are you misprofiling him? That don't make no sense. You've had Gakpo for a year. You're also Dutch, but you want to play Gakpo ball.
I hear it.
That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It like, come on, guys. So for me, even as I said, you got to look at it and go, it can really get worse. Now, is there any excuses for it to get worse? There was no excuses for us to lose 2-3 games in a row, if I'm honest with you. There weren't excuses then. So there definitely aren't excuses now, but that don't mean it can't get worse. Morale is one hell of a thing. Too many of his man ain't got it. They ain't got the morale right now. He is on fraud watch. Fact, Nems, of course he's on fraud watch. You get it? I don't care. That's the thing with me. You see the Liverpool fans that are going, gotta support the boys when they're down. You're gonna support us when we're winning. You gotta support us when we're down. Yeah, by the way, you know wanting the best for your club by saying someone's not good enough for something means you're also supporting them, right?
Yeah, 100%. You have to identify problems and you know what I mean, try and find solutions, blood.
Trying to identify a problem before it gets worse is a way of supporting your club.
Yeah.
100%. As I said, whether you want to go as far as get the manager out and or this, it depends where you are on the spectrum with it. But like, I don't really like how man are going, how dare you want the manager out? You are ungrateful. You don't know what you're having. Give it a rest, man. Give it a rest. Man, just don't want the club to sink further than it does. You get it?
No, I hear it.
Yeah, but
I completely understand it.
When you're bro, as I said, Rants, when you're getting onto the club, bro, man gets it. I've sat here and I'm spoken to you about Man United many games of what needs to change. What needs to change? Who needs to play where? We've had hundreds of conversations about that. Even with Liverpool, it need fair enough. I don't know what the 4-4-2 thing's gonna say going forward, but things needed to change. Salah needed to be dropped.
Yeah,
McAllister needed to be dropped. Do you know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. Kirkes needed to be dropped. Hasn't been as bad as Bradley, but he needed to be dropped. Bradley was dropped. Bradley's not good enough to play for Liverpool. I say that for free. He's got the one
system. Yeah, Bradley don't look. He don't look like the same player, bro. He doesn't.
He's not and when I say not good enough for Liverpool, maybe that's too strong. He's not good enough to start.
To be starting for Liverpool.
Yeah, that's probably what I was probably needing to, and especially as I said, just look at too many managers these days are looking at players and they're trying to ask them to do what they're not designed to do. Like, don't get me wrong.
That's football, though.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, of course. Don't get me wrong. The Joe Linton from going to a striker to a midfielder, that's a masterstroke. But how often do you see that? It's a masterstroke. How often do you see that? How often do you see that? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't, I don't think it's that hard. I actually think 30% of Liverpool's problems go by just telling the wingbacks to go back to do what they was actually supposed to be doing. Personally, you know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
Because do you know how to beat Liverpool, Rants? I'll tell you how to beat Liverpool. Throw the ball over Mo Salah's head, open your body out, switch it, and then you have a 2v1 versus Kirkes or Van Dijk. done. Van Dijk's going to tell someone to pass the man on. He's not going to be the aggressor. So if you have the going runner, he's probably going to be through unless the offside trap is deployed perfectly. Which at times, if you time to run right, offside traps useless if you time to run right. That's it. That's it. 1 plus is all it take. That's what it is. What it is. I'm telling you right now. Throw the ball over. That's how you lot got the chance where Bruno hit the post. Go watch it from back to front. How many times did Sanchez throw the ball to Enzo? He opened his body up and he switched it. Or you could be a bit more creative. You don't have to switch it. You can play one pass in the midfield and then play another pass. You don't. The ping's not everyone has the ping down to a T.
No, I hear it.
Chelsea, Sanchez over to Enzo.
Yeah, you men are there for the taking still. I can't lie.
It. That's how you. That's
absolutely.
That's it, bro. It ain't hard. And I'm not no manager. I'm not getting paid millions to stand on the touchline.
Yeah,
I can see it. Don't get me wrong. I rate my ball knowledge. Maybe. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But
who's your next game?
Brentford.
What, away?
Yeah, G-Tech.
Oh, please. You know them ones, the G-Check Stadium, blood. Listen, hey, bro.
G-Check Stadium.
Blood,
you went there. You
hey,
bro, and I said, and that's what I said with Bradley. I said Vert's playing right midfield and Bradley playing right back. I said it's cool against Frankfurt, but you know when Schade applies the Esco, you know when Kevin Schade applies the Esco, and he gets his vapors on, he gets his mercurials on. It's not. Hey, it ain't nice. I don't know what I'm seeing right now, but it ain't nice. Word to AJ. Yeah,
it's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
It's gonna be interesting this Brentford game, bro. We have to keep our eye on that still. We have to keep our eye
on that. And then Villa looking all right. So got Villa next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing I'll say is that Ekatike could save us. Because what was saving us for the first 5 games? Exactly that, innit? Let's be honest.
I hear it.
Exactly that. But obviously, I had an Arsenal fan tell me Gyökeres is better than Ekatike.
Hey, listen. That guy is rubbish, but bro, like my guy Delude is being shameless at the moment, sending me voice notes after that dead brace that man scored. You know what I mean? That was a knee brace, blood. That was a Stone Cold Steve Austin, blood. That's what that was, blood.
Bro, Keir said to me, Gyökeres has 5 goals in all comps. Ekatike has 4. So as of now, Gyökeres is better than Ekatike. I said,
yeah, bro, that's what man are doing, bro. That Stone Cold Steve Austin knee brace, blood. You know what I'm saying? Man got that nasty deflected goal. I can't believe they gave him that. You know what I'm saying? But bro, the game is the game, innit? It's football. It's football, bruv. You know what I mean? Big up Julian, blood. That's what I'm saying. The king amongst bums, you know them. Like, bro, we're gonna see though. It's a long season, innit? It's a long season, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I can't say I'm overly surprised by much that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting to see how the season unfolds.
It might sound crazy, Rants, but I'm not overly surprised either. The surprise is that it got worse rather than it getting better.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, you get it. Like, I'm not surprised at the results catching up to us. It's just because, you get what you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. You know what I'm saying? All right, big up you lot. Make sure you get the lights up and make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bants, blood. You already know what time it is. Man's back at 4:30. Man's back at 4:30 with Daps as well. Running the show that we usually run on Mondays because I was ill, so we didn't run that, bruv. And then obviously, you lot that have been here, I've got another fight in December in London, bruv. So we're back out. You know what I'm saying? So
I should be there for that still.
Yeah, so the weight cuts begun. You know what I'm saying? Ticket links are going to be pinned in every stream, and then they're also in
what's the exact date again, bro? Just quickly.
The description. 6th of December.
6th. I'm actually in London on the 5th, so
yeah,
man should be able to pull up stuff.
So yeah, we're there, people. You know what I'm saying? So the ticket links pinned, and then the pay-per-views are also available if you're not in the country and you're not in London and you can't make it. But either way, you know what I'm saying? Someone's getting smoked and it ain't me, fam. You know what I'm saying? So big up everyone inside. Watch along tonight. Yeah, what day is it? Thursday. Yeah, man's watching Sean Dyche, blood.
Dashbull.
Yeah, bro, they got Porto in it.
Now, wait,
I want to see
that
Dash. Bro.
was
That's
in
my
the
manager.
Europa or conference? Is it Europa or
Nah,
conference?
I think it's Europa League. I think. The man
Are you
trying to
is
see
it-
Sean Dash.
are they in
If Sean
Europa?
Dash wins his
Wait,
first game,
Dash
I'll
is in
lose my mind. You
Europa,
know?
cuz. Dash is in Europa.
I swear I'll lose my mind if he wins the first game, you know. But Sean Dash is a madman. If he comes in and wins the first game against Porto,
Man,
hey,
like
bro, it'd be
Dash, bro, blood.
sensational.
Man,
You know
like
what I'm
Dash.
saying? So trust me, I'm rooting for him. I can't lie, blood. That guy's press conferences are fucking hilarious. So yeah, we're here. You know what I mean? So yeah, big up everyone inside. Man's back at 4:30. Who's live now? Who's live
I'm
now,
not.
guys? Have you got a
I've
stream?
got a video. No. I've got a video that's gonna be out in literally like I think it's scheduled it for like another 10 minutes. Means 4 p.m. will be out. So you know, just keep an eye on that with the notifications and keep subscribing. Man's nearly on 20, not far from 24 bags still. Yeah, 24 bags still. So
That's
yeah,
it.
man,
So,
you lot
yeah.
keep subscribing, man.
Let me know who's live right now. You know what I mean? I know Potts is live at 4, but is there anyone actually live at the moment?
Get the likes up as well, man.
Yeah, man. Let me see.
I'm just checking.
Like
I'm checking.
no one ain't saying nothing. I said no one's really live, bro.
Nah, bro. I bet, raw. There's actually no one live like that. That's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, that's mad. Fairs. Read out to yourself, innit?
Right.
It's only half an hour, no?
Come on, G. This is all we got to do, bruv. You know the ones there, like this is what man have to do, and the man's back at 4:30 as well. So the game is a game, bro. I'm saying so. The fact that no one's live. What's that?
Is DG live? Someone said DG and Hooks.
He's deluded, like.
I don't know.
Hold on a minute.
I'm trying to. It's
know,
not come up on my thing. So I just typed in his channel to check if he's live.
Nah, it says upcoming deluded Guna. No, Arsenal. What in the crystal ball? Nah, he ain't live, bro.
He's not live still. Yeah. I don't know.
Hold on a minute. I thought I saw Potts had something scheduled for. I thought Potts had something scheduled, but now I can't find it.
The man have just gone Thursday and just gone to sleep because the week's been that hectic.
What? Impossible. Like, how is that? How does that actually happen? 1 second.
What?
Let me see something. I thought Potts had something scheduled, blood, because it came up before and that's not there. So, oh yeah, it is scheduled 4 o'clock, blood. You know what I mean? There, so.
I would be live in it, but I've just got to do bare things, man.
I hear that, bro. You know what I mean? Man's recovering from the heartbreak. I hear it. You know what I'm saying? But bro, the G-Check Stadium, blood. We'll definitely be locked in. We'll be locked in. What time are you lot playing?
8 Saturday at 8 p.m.
Ooh.
Under the lights.
Ooh, you know them ones. You're lucky. I'm watching the boxing in it, so I'm not involved. It's Parker Woodley in it on Saturday, so I'm going to be doing a boxing watch along, but I'll have my eye on that Liverpool game. So yeah, big up everyone inside.
I big up the chat, man. You know, went crazy.
Come on, lit chat. Do you know what I mean? We're back at 4:30, and yeah, make sure you drop a Rants raid in Potts' stream, people.